There's the whistle then to start the second half. Tchouaméni. Played out towards the right wing. Klaus. Tries to play it through. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Zaire Emery. Doué. And here's Mbappe. Spread out to the left. Oh, nice touch. Here's Tchouaméni. Knocks it into space. Another chance from a corner. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Doué, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's nice. That is lovely. Hernandez could try cutting inside here. Doué turns and goes back. And here's Zaire Emery. Nice interception, well timed. It's a really well-measured ball. Strokes it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Doué. Madrid have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Hernandez. Klaus. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Doué. France finding their passes. Bellingham has created one goal already. Brahim Diaz, he is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Eder Militao. Brahim Diaz. Looking for the run. It's a promising position. Brahim Diaz. Valverde. It's a good run, that. Great timing. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 8, el dorsal 21, el dorsal 22.
And once more he proves rigid and robust.
El dorsal 6.
And it's Arda Güler.
El dorsal 4.
That looks a decent ball. Real chance! He scores! And they're back in front! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And this is Kante. Olise gets flagged offside.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Into the last quarter of an hour.
France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Goulet is wide and looking to get onto this. He's found a way through. Takes a shot! He should have put that one away.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Tchouaméni powering forward here. Hernandez. Barcola. Big chance! Oh, taken with style. They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10.
Time for a change in personnel. Rodrigo getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
This is quite a battle.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Tchouaméni. That is Conte.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Danger averted for now. And that's really well manoeuvred. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 14.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Madrid pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? Pass somewhat off target. Goulet was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Now it's Rodrigo. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Ceballos, quality ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That is a brilliant interception. And he's there to get it away. Arda Güler. Very nicely done. It's a good run down the right. He's picked his way through. Kante running with the ball. And it's Digne. Ball played for Klaus. That's good running with the ball. Olise. And here's Colomwani. And that's a dangerous ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Wriggles his way through. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Rodrigo. Extra time reaches half-time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Olise. Nicely weighted. And the shot! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
This their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Alaba.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Great vision. And he was quick to react. Still anyone's game this, one moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Tchouaméni getting this one clear. Ball is over the line. And it's Tchouaméni.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Digne. Can he get on the end of this? Here comes the corner. The message is simple, defend this with your lives. Digne goes short. Lovely bit of skill. He has found the way through. That's tidy. Mendy gets a foot in here. The final whistle and confirmation, we are headed for penalties.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
It has gone the full distance and then some. It will be decided by penalties. They could really do with scoring the first penalty. Big character, big moment, big save. Olise is the next man in the spotlight. No! He's gone and missed as well.
Well, I think he's overestimated the keeper's reach then.
So, the second man in line. No! Denied remarkably.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Digne is second man up. Oh, he's missed it, he's hit the post!
It's a brave attempt, but he really should be getting it on target.
The third man in the queue. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that, the way he was moving beforehand. Very good save.
Colomwani is the third man to step forward. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
This then to level matters. Oh, and the keeper guessed right too.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Oh, what a save!
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Howson is the fifth volunteer.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
The margin of error is 0. The roof. Madrid have come through in the most dramatic fashion, and the show goes on. The ultimate test of nerve and mettle, and they have made the grade.
Well, there's really nothing quite like the excitement of a penalty shootout, and they'll be absolutely delighted to have edged it their way.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me, and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
The action has already started.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Howson calmly anticipates. Oh, there's a probing ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Mbappe. This is good pressing. They're not short on bodies.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad Jules Koundé a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes and he can...
And the shot! Goal! France! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
France have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Zaire Emery. Chouameni stood his ground strongly.
Lovely bit of skill.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Zaire Emery.
Could be danger here.
Klaus is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. He's had it taken off him. And it's Zaire Emery. Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe picks it up out wide. Mbappe. Now this could be a chance. And here's Vinicius Junior. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Zaire Emery.
Very nearly half an hour gone here.
Zaire Emery.
Great work on the overlap.
Chouameni. That's a good ball out wide.
That's been cut out, well played. Oh, that is asking for trouble.
And it's played.
He rises! He has done it! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
So that's two now without reply.
You can read...
Vinicius Junior!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Chouameni. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Ball played for Klaus. Now it's Zaire Emery. Can he get on the end of this? No, not quite on the same wavelength.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Klaus. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
It's a pretty loose pass. Brahim Diaz. And reclaimed it in a trice. Looking for options for movement.
Habrá un minuto de
Upamecano.
descuento.
And it's Hernandez. Saliba makes the interception. And the whistle goes for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Here we go again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Mbappe does really well to win the ball there. Spread out to the left. Now it's Doué. He's got away. Oh, well played. Bellingham.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Pass somewhat off target. Eder Militao. Can he get it through? That has been cut short. Shifted it to the flank. Mbappe. And here's Zaire Emery. Can he finish? Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
France with the corner. They're first. Shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Vinicius Junior. Hernandez with the clearance. Pressing high and with purpose. Tchouaméni. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Brahim Diaz is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Koundé cuts out the pass. Doué. It's Hernandez. Bellingham. Some resolute defending there. He's a sharp little ball here. Driving on and making good progress. Mbappe. Thuram. And he shoots! It's in! It is no contest. It is a landslide. Gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
It's become a case of men against boys. Zaire Emery. Mbappe. Can he get onto this? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, that has not gone well. Chouameni. And here's Mbappe. And here's Thuram. Great ball, and he's having a shot! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Yeah, I think I'd feel that way too. Not that I thrived in one-on-one situations.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Corner
El
number
dorsal
2
8,
then.
El dorsal 5. El dorsal 21. El dorsal 7.
And it's been taken
El
short.
dorsal 3. Serán sustituidos por... El
Oh,
dorsal
lovely
6,
feeding, is
el
such a good
dorsal
mover.
30, El dorsal 15.
Olise.
El dorsal 11. El dorsal
Shot,
4.
surely! And yes, it's there! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que obedezcan en todo momento las indicaciones de nuestro personal de seguridad.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
We have already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare.
Bellingham! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Thuram.
Mbappe!
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And the return pass.
It's a promising run he's making on the right. Played into space out wide.
Well read, nice interception. Bellingham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, good take in a good area. Cross into the box.
He gets big!
Loose ball now.
Oh, he's been... And again! They've done it! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah,
He tries a shot!
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Diaz. Shot could be on. And here's Mbappe.
Might be big chance! Goal! And they get themselves in front!
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, it's come loose. Tchouameni. Great vision.
And the shot! It's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
This is quite a battle.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Pleasingly open affair so far. Goals wherever you look. Oh, terrible pass. He's one. Can he finish?
It's loose now and they want to get it back.
15 minutes till half-time.
Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Mbappe!
Valverde.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now, can they get him away? Looking for the run. And he welcomes it in. Hefty challenge, but fair enough. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's fabulous. In towards the back. He rises! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Mendy. Tchouaméni. Now it's Mbappe. Hernandez. Olise has created one goal already. And it's Camavinga. Oh, cracking ball. Mbappe. Valverde. No way through. Camavinga. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That is good alertness. Now it's Thuram. Mendy. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Camavinga. Klaus. Camavinga. Oh, such a clever touch. And he can clear it away. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Madrid are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And so we're off again. Upamecano. Saliba. And it's Koundé. Ball played for Klaus. Tchouaméni. And he's forced to go back. And Upamecano. Saliba. Upamecano. And here's Mbappe. Now this could be a chance. Klaus. Here's Tchouaméni. Thuram. Shot, surely! And it's a goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
France get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Well, that's well seen too. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That's been slipped through. And he's well... Chance for a shot! And he hits the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the lead now is 2.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Brahim Diaz providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, that's neat. Eder Militao. And it's Tchouaméni. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Olise. Valverde. Howson. And it's Tchouaméni. Chips it through. That's really well cleared. Nice looking ball. That has been cut short. And here's Mbappe, Brahim Diaz. And the pass is intercepted. Klaus. Can he get it through? Now it's Thuram. Plenty to aim at here.
There's the shot! Now, oh, it's fallen loose again! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Se ruega a los espectadores que tengan previsto abandonar el estadio en coche, que lo hagan de forma ordenada para evitar atascos.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Back into the middle. Tries a shot! Mbappe is magnificent!
Well, we can only hope that this has set the tone for what's to come. Captain Majestic has stunned the whole arena. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Shot could be on. And he shoots! No mistake! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Oh, he's burst through. No foul, says the referee. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Hernandez. Olise. Oh, nicely intercepted. Conte. Now, can they get him away? Showing good feet. Dembele's delivery. Cleared without hesitation. And he's taking no chances there.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's a sharp pass. And here's Mbappe. Shapes to shoot! And it's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Oh, can he get onto this? Tchouaméni.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short. And the shot's on here. It's Dembele! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Dembele clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Tchouaméni. Nice sequence of passes, this. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Conte. Thuram. This looks promising. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Upamecano gets over and intercepts. Thuram is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's Doué. He's being urged to shoot. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Doué. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Olise.
This is the time you need that pace.
Looking tidy in possession here. Ambitious ball here. Looks to the other side. Klaus. And he's worked it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Flings in across. And he gets rid in a hurry. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Conte threads one in. Olise. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Dink through. And the first 45 minutes are up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
France have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Tchouaméni. France finding their passes. Tchouaméni. Koundé. For Olise. Knocks it out wide.
There they go, hunting again.
Saliba. Lovely pass, but can he get there? France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Camavinga. Camavinga takes control of it and he's on the move. And it's Tchouaméni. Well read, and the danger is averted. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Conte. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9, le numéro
Doué.
7, le numéro 24, le numéro 25.
Koundé,
À leur place, le numéro 20,
Saliba,
le numéro 11, le
Koundé,
numéro 12, le numéro 14. Changement.
Hernandez, Upamecano, Koundé. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Doué. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, that's a key interception. Hernandez. Oh, good-looking ball. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Tchouaméni into the last quarter of an hour. Some really good ball movement.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Saliba. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Dembele. That looks a good cross. And it's claimed by the keeper. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
In with the challenge. Hernandez powering forward here. Olise. Mbappe. Just 5 minutes left. Conte. And it's Tchouaméni. Mbappe does have his name on the score sheet, of course.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Koundé.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Can they find an extra gear here? And it's Doué. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So to clarify, extra time will follow.
Votre attention, chers spectateurs. Nous vous demandons de bien vouloir garer vos véhicules uniquement dans les parkings prévus les jours de match. Merci de votre compréhension. Changement pour la France. Le numéro 4. Le numéro 8.
So our quest to find the winner continues.
Le numéro 5. Le numéro 26. Changement.
Zaire Emery. Good ball, good take.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. Ah, welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Koundé. Now Saliba. Doué. And here's Dembele. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's picked his way through.
Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That has not gone well. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Can he get on the end of this? Hernandez. Barcola.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Colomwani looking to get on the end of this. Barcola. Now it's Thuram. Looking for the run. Zaire Emery providing an outlet on that flank. And he's managed to get free. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Half-time, extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Attention, changement.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Thuram. And it's Zaire Emery. And here's Thuram. Olise. And that's really well manoeuvred. Fofana. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
France looking to pass their way through. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Rabiot. Thuram. Digne. It's Thuram. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And here's Colomwani. Koundé gets rid without sophistication. Hernandez. And here's Colomwani. And it's Fofana. Thuram producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Dembele could try cutting inside here. And that is it. There will be penalties.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a gruelling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
It has gone the full distance and then some. It will be decided by penalties. Hernandez shoulders the responsibility of the first kick. And he puts them one up.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
Thuram next in line, and here he is. Big character, big moment, big save. This to double their advantage. Down the middle, right where the keeper was standing. And he's put them two in front. So down by two, another miss can be game, set and match. And he puts it away.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
France are now able to take a giant step towards where they want to be. And the lead is two. France can't afford to miss another one. Oh, good take, keeper committed himself.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
France with this chance to pull two clear. And that doubles their lead. Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. Saved it! And that's that! France have done it. Taken to the very edge they may have been, but they have prevailed through sheer strength of purpose. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. Oh, good-looking ball. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Junior, in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave them behind and have a clean run at goal. He's a very tricky customer and getting better week by week.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance! They've scored! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's certainly caught in there. It's a free kick. Valverde. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Pinches it off him. Thuram. And it's Camavinga. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Hernandez gets across and deals with it. Tchouaméni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Tries to play it through. Valverde. Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Brahim Diaz tries making a foray down the right. And here's Mbappe. He can get that clear. Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. Madrid are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's burst through. Close! Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. To square things up. A formality. We're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Hernandez. Tchouaméni. Now it's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior looks to get on the end of this. Valverde. And it's Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. For Valverde. Nicely weighted.
Tries a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. He's being urged to shoot.
And a chance! Goal! Into the lead once more.
Simplicity itself.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And here's Thuram. Thuram puts his foot...
Real chance! Can he finish?
And he comes up trumps again.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Great chance!
Another save.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Valverde. Brahim Diaz. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Knocks it into space. Mbappe. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And there's the end of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Madrid are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway. Tchouaméni, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Vinicius Junior touches it back. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Is there any support? He might not need it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Vinicius Junior in acres of space out wide. Valverde. Great vision. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Tchouaméni. Now it's Olise.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Picked out brilliantly. Mbappe! That is ended up in no man's land. Bellingham. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Can he get on the end of this? That's beautifully weighted. Just eases him off the ball. Bellingham. Aim forwards. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Klaus. And it's Camavinga. Good ball, good shot at goal! Well, now it's in he goes again!
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 5, el dorsal 8, el dorsal 21,
Conte.
el dorsal
Now it's
22.
Olise.
Serán
Olise!
sustituidos.
And the keeper couldn't hold it. They've done it! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Howson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now, can they get him away?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's been cut out, well played.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Thuram is herring after that one. And here's Rodrigo. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Alaba. This is intriguing. Next goal critical. Well, takes a shot! Played out towards the right wing, and the pass is intercepted. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's clever.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Looking for the run. That's really well cleared. Nicked it back promptly. Plays it out wide. Ah, such a clever touch. Traoré. Looking for options. And the shot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
El dorsal 45. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Rodrigo plays it short. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que junto a las puertas de acceso al estadio hay instaladas unas huchas destinadas a recoger sus donativos para nuestros...
No winner in 90, 30 more to come.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Searching passes played there. Oh, not quite.
El dorsal 15. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
It is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Pass somewhat off target. And here's Doué. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And here's Mbappe, played out to the right. Lovely feet. Threads one in. Distributed tidily. Now here's the delivery. Cleared without hesitation. Vinicius Junior looking to penetrate opposition lines. Now it's Goulet, Camavinga. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Looking to play him in. Koundé cuts out the pass. Extra time reaches half-time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Arda Güler. Dembele. Digne. Conte. Doué. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now That looks a decent ball. Very nicely done. And here's Mbappe. Now this could be a chance.
And he shoots! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it!
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
France go into the lead.
I just think this is...
Oh, shooting chance!
France can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Out of play for a goal kick.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Mbappe! And it's Dembele. And the referee brings it to a close. Madrid played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win, and I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.